Hey guys, welcome to our Learning to Overland series. I'm Tori, if you don't know. My amazing wife is Liz, and we just bought a Jeep Wrangler with the intentions of exploring deeper in the mountains. Along this journey, we thought we would not only document our experience and our learnings, but we wanted to bring you guys along with us. We know that there is so much to learn here, and really, we thought the outreach of you guys could help us learn. So what we're trying to do is learn everything we can about four-wheeling in the mountains, overlanding, exploring new places, but we're truly looking for feedback from you guys. So whatever you guys see that can help us along the way, leave it in the comments below. We're going to share our experiences, all tips that we can learn and share with you guys, as well as any mistakes that we make, any breakdowns that we might have. And speaking of that, if you guys haven't checked out our very first video of this series, I'm going to link it here so you can either pause right now and check that out, or if you want to wait till the end, I'll link it at the end as well. But in our very first outing of our shakedown trip, really, of taking the Jeep out, we already made a mistake, and I won't tell you what the mistake is. You'll have to check out the video, but just assure we already made a mistake. And what's awesome is we have already gotten feedback from you guys about that mistake, the ones that have watched. So truly, that is what we are looking for here, is your guys' help to learn. And whatever we learn, we're just planning on sharing it with you. This video here is a continuation of our very first shakedown trip where we went out, and that video ran a little bit long, so we decided to make it into a two-part video, and this is a second part. In this video, we're going to get into a situation where we have to make a decision whether we're going to continue going down a trail or not. And if we continue going down the trail, it may just lead us into having to find a new way home. So I'm going to go ahead and roll into the intro and get into the video. But stay tuned to the end, because we've made some mistakes and we're going to share those with you guys. We're going to share what we have learned and some tips that'll hopefully help you guys out. So hopefully you enjoy. Sit tight, relax, and let's go. Part of this learning, sorry if it's bouncy, I'm on my cell phone now. Part of this learning is getting out and hiking at first. So the trail's getting real skinny. It shows on my map there's a trail around here somewhere, and I feel like I'm walking on it. I think I am. Let's see if you guys can see here. So up way over there is where I'm parked right now. I think it comes down through here, makes a turn here, I think, and goes that direction. We'll see. Might not look steep on video, but that is pretty steep. There's tire tracks. Somebody has come this way. And it's also very, very loose. It's kind of like a combination of sand and gravel. Well, time to check the maps. It shows, and you can see here, that I'm still on the trail walking it. The blue dot is us. But this is probably a little more than I want to bite off today, being alone. Now, if we had other people with us, I'd probably go for it. But it's snowy out here. We're alone. We don't have all of our gear bought yet. So I should probably do what my gut's telling me and turn around. This is what I'm dealing with right here. So the trail is supposed to go that way. Make a hard turn. Come back up underneath here for a long, long ways. I mean, we have miles and miles to go. This is part of the trail that I'm standing on, walking on here. So, all these rocks, all this loose stuff. Again, if I had a recovery vehicle with me, I wouldn't hesitate. But, because I do not have a recovery vehicle, yeah, I don't think today's the day. Can you see her up there walking? Way up there. Looks like she got the boys out. That's where the Jeep is, all the way up there. Matter of fact, I think I can see it from somewhere. You can kind of see it up there a little bit. But a pretty good obstacle. This ditch right here, and which is, I don't know, it doesn't look that far, but that's probably a 80, 100 feet down, something like that. You also probably can't tell by how I'm standing, no, but I'm leaning pretty good to the side. This is all very, very slick. This is a pretty good ditch. Let's see if I can fall down getting down it. So I can barely get down it. See my tracks sliding down? That's how steep it is. And, oh, you're gonna fall down again. This rock up here would probably end up turning into a good rock to test out the rock sliders on. But that is awfully skinny and low. Probably take out the windshield. Have to knock some branches off. So, and then it goes on up around there. I think this is enough for today.
So your tears been running like a waterfall. Thought the stars would never let you down. And you keep on thinking you can save yourself. But that's love, that's just love. You should know some things will hurt, and you'll end up getting burned. I just hope that you will learn. That's just love, that's just love. You will get back up again, even if you don't.
These dogs are something else. You gotta pick them up, put them in, gotta pick them up, get them out. Hey, we already ripped off something on the Jeep. We ripped off the plug. I don't remember hitting anything. It's already had its first casualty. Let's get some zip ties. Well, life of off-roading, I guess. You're gonna break things. I thought this was a terrible place to mount it anyway. It's way too low. But let's try to zip tie it up for now.
Get back up again, even if you don't know when. And it feels like the world is coming down on you. You have to move on. Deal with your broken heart. No matter what you think, you'll never ever get enough of love.
By the way, zip ties, Something I threw in last minute. Watch out for that tire. Something I threw in last minute, and I am glad I did. Because, and I like to carry zip ties with me for that reason. Because you never know if something's gonna come off, fall off, and at least with zip ties, you can put it back up somewhere. So, my fix was to take it, hopefully you can see it, and zip tie it up there. So at least now it won't rip off. Now we gotta try to get back out of here in the snow. I just wanted to pop in here and explain what's happening. We decided to switch drivers and let Liz drive on the way out so she can get some experience when we came upon this steep icy hill on the way down. As you notice, she hits the brakes and the front end of the Jeep starts to go into the ditch. When the Jeep comes to a stop, she decides that it's time to switch drivers back and let me back at the wheel to get down this hill. Again, it doesn't look very steep on the video, but I can assure you it is very steep and very slick. So as you notice, every time I hit the brakes, the front of the Jeep tries to go into the ditch. So we kind of have to roll through everything and make sure we get down.
Do you have your helmet on, Bentley?
We survived.
That was just sliding. That's why we switched drivers.
What I used to tell you your bike? Mountain bike.
Go. But then here you are telling me to go really, really slow.
Yes. True. let it roll. Did you notice that every time I hit the brakes, it would just slide towards the ditch?
Mm-hmm.
So the more I just kind of let it roll, the more it would get away from it.
Mm-hmm.
It's very icy if you can't tell.
Mm-hmm.
Very slick. The sun has gone down enough to where everything that was a little melted is back to frozen.
It's just all ice.
So she wanted me to be the first one to wreck the Jeep instead of her.
Mm-hmm.
Don't leave trash behind. That's just terrible. And I'm sure somebody didn't mean to. Or maybe they did, because you can see it kind of skidded. I don't know. Sucks to have to pick this stuff up, but at the same time, not gonna leave it out here. Let's see where we put it. We need a trasharoo. What kind of trasharoo do you guys like? Comment below. For those of you who don't know, a trasharoo is like a canvas type trash bag that goes over the back tire. So when you find stuff like that, you can just throw it in there. You don't have to throw it inside. Kind of gross. But I'm not gonna leave it on the trail. So we'll take it with us. Back down the road we go. Here we are, just getting done with our shakedown trip. Sun's just setting, so it seems like we're going to be doing this a little bit in the dark. But we're going to get the Via Air hooked up, which is the air compressor we're going to use to air up the tires. Most Overlanders or Jeep people, this is not what they use. Most of them have like a ARB, either a single or a double, under the hood or mounted somewhere. So that way whenever they get done, they just flip a switch. It's already on board, they plug it into their tires. Normally with those you can do multiple tires at the same time. But we already own this, so no reason to not use it for now. Maybe that'll be an upgrade later in the future will go a whole lot faster, because I'm going to let you know this isn't going to go fast. But it should get the job done. As we inflate our tires, I just wanted to let you guys know a few things that we have learned along the way. First off, inflating your tires from 18 psi to 50 psi using this Via Air takes around 10 minutes per tire. So at the end of your trip, you need to account for roughly 40 minutes to 50 minutes for inflation, and really upwards of an hour just to get your tires inflated where they need to be to travel back down the road. Headlamp needed. I don't even know which one's positive and negative. It's kind of dark to see. Something else that we recommend having with you is either a headlamp or a flashlight to help you along the way. As you can see here, we still have to inflate our tires, connect our sway bars, and even looking at our battery, we're having trouble without having a headlamp. The video makes it seem like it is quite bright outside, but actually it's pretty dark, and we need our headlamp to be able to see those things. Some other things we have learned on the shakedown trip are, if you go back and watch our first video, you will see we made a mistake while using our tire deflator. I'll explain in an upcoming video on exactly what we did wrong and how to properly use an ARB tire deflator. It gets very cold, so I'm going to wear gloves. It's also very cold outside. The next thing we learned was going with your gut when you are in a situation that can be dangerous. If your first instinct is that is something you shouldn't try or attempt, then don't push it. Back out and make sure you either gain more experience or have other people with you who has the experience with what you're trying to do. That way they can help you through it. Up next is icy conditions in mountainous or hilly terrain. This can be very difficult to navigate, so if you don't feel comfortable, then let someone else assist you or try to find a different way out. Finally, in an upcoming video, we will talk about all the safety equipment and items that we bring along with us while exploring in the mountains. Make sure to check us out on Instagram and Facebook at Live.Travel.family to stay up to date with what we are currently up to. Just a hint, I have some minor upgrades that we will be doing to the Jeep that will be posted there first. Also, make sure to like this video and give it a thumbs up. Leave us a comment below on what you would like to see in these Learning to Overland videos, or anything that might help us learn along the way. And if you haven't already, make sure to hit that subscribe button and click the little bell to be notified of our new released videos. Make sure to keep an eye out for our next video release as we are headed back into the mountains, and I'm pretty certain getting stuck in the snow will become an issue that we will have to deal with. Thank you all for watching, and stay safe out there. We will see you next time.